let's get down to business. Actually, before we get down to business, I have a few things I need you to do before we start the great show we have for you today. If you could all mute your mic, turn your cameras on, have your diffuser going to set the atmosphere, your gorgeous Kotanical diffuser. Also, if you have your Tea Pigs tea ready and your Vigo gorgeous chocky bar from Frontier Foods, and then just get into the zone. Also, if you have any questions, pop them in the comment box below. And yes, we'll be seeing you shortly. Hello everybody and welcome to the Art of Aromatherapy event here with the Oil King, Karl Murray, the founder and creator of Kotanical. I hope you have your Kotanical diffuser burning in the background. We have the most wonderful aroma here. It's gorgeous. I also hope you have your Tea Pigs tea bags, and do you know that they're actually a cold brew? Don't make the mistake of putting them in hot water. They're actually for putting in like your water bottle or just putting into a cold glass of water. And then I hope you have your Vigo chocolate bar as well for a little bit of me time afterwards. They're both from Frontier Foods, so we'll get those to stop me distracting myself, and we're going to get ready to talk to Karl in a little while. But just before that, I just want to, I want to thank you for joining us here today on a miserable wet Wednesday. It's Thursday, and I want you to just take a little moment for yourself. Karl and I were talking about this, about how you can just, have me times and wellness rituals. And I want you to take a deep breath up through your nose. Come on now, everybody, up through your nose and out through your anus. I'm sorry, I just had to do that. You know what I'm like. But anyhow, enough about me. I want to talk to Karl Murray, my fabulous co-host here today. And I was looking at your website last night now, kotanical.ie, and I noticed you had a free quiz on the website. So I thought, this is not scripted in.
No.
You're wondering, what the heck have you got lined up for me? Yes. Karl, I have a little, you called it a free quiz on your website. I have a tree quiz, as I'm calling it. So it's just a few little quick questions, just to get to know the personality.
Right, hit me.
Mr. Karl Murray, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Should you ever hurry a Murray?
Never. Never.
Okay. Does your family own Murray mints?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Is it true that the K in Kotanical is because of your love of the Kardashians?
Maybe.
Oh, okay, we'll talk about this later. Were you named after Karl Lagerfeld?
Karl Marx.
Marx, okay, I like it. Are you a barrel of laughs?
In my barrel, yes.
I see, I've been doing some journalist in me. I was all over your Instagram, and you like doing cold barrel therapy. We'll talk about that in a little while. Okay, short shorts or shorter shorts?
No shorts.
Oh, things are getting spicy. Your favourite vitamin?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. Okay, I was thinking it would be vitamin C because you like sea swimming. Okay, complete this sentence for me. Behind every great twin.
He's not here listening now. Behind every great twin, there's a good twin backing him up.
I love it because you're a twin. What's your twin's name?
Larry.
Larry, okay, brilliant. Okay, your favourite joke?
Favourite joke? Probably a knock knock one.
Okay, go on, knock knock.
Who's there?
No, I have to say, you have to say knock knock to me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Me.
Me who?
And I'll always be. It's a cringy one. You won't kill it.
Thank goodness that Karl is a creative and a businessman and has botanicals, because I don't think the comedy circuit is going to work out. Okay, the last lie you told.
The last lie I told. That was going to be nice today.
Okay. Death row meal.
It would have to be pizza, lots of chicken, then brownies after it, and Diet Coke to keep the calories down.
Ooh, okay. Quick fire round now. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Red wine or white wine?
Red, legless.
Okay. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Bath or shower?
Shower.
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Well done. You have completed the three quiz. Thank you so much. We did not tell Karl anything about this. I just decided to throw that in there to just, add a bit of spice. But now I'd actually like to know a little bit about Kotanical, how it came about, what inspired you, and, you know, just tell me a little bit about that.
So it started over 10 years ago. We were in toy boxes, so it's a lot of jab knees, you know, self-defense, you know. Yeah, so we were using ointment to warm ourselves up, and it was like if you got it on your crotch, it's going to burn you really bad. So this is how it started. So we were introduced to different smells and from the ointment. It was like, this is all chemical stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, what about someone showed me a peppermint would do the same, and they were like, pull on me wrist. Wrist was sore from punching a bag. It wasn't from anything else. People think wrist injury, they think, you know, you're up to no good. So we had the peppermint on the wrist, and we were like, real therapeutic smelling, and I was like, right, it's actually helping. Wrist isn't as sore.
And had you always had like a real keen sense of smell? You know, would you have?
Yeah, when we were younger, we'd be going and like doing little rockeries, so we're getting like rubble and making little like garden out the back, and you'd be putting little plants in. You spend all day slave labour. You're making someone's back garden look good, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
And so then how did you go from literally smelling you know, using the peppermint to building a company like this, where you have, you know, this amazing diffuser, all these oils, you know, how did you, like, how did you start into that?
There was a company at the time that had these oils, and we call them Karen oils now, because you'd be crazy in with them, you know, they'd be like getting you to do mad stuff with the oils. So I was like, I don't like the politics of all that, but I like the oil.
Okay.
So I noticed that no one was actually making anything in Ireland. This is back when you had to go to a health store to find.
And this is so interesting. I was talking to Karl earlier. All the oils that were coming in, all the essential oils, have normally been brought in from somewhere else. And you're the first person to actually make and distill your own oils here in Ireland. Yeah,
so we started off with a peppermint. I was going around foraging, and we found, it was actually a funny story, because I went to Tesco's and bought peppermint plant, and I was like, you need loads of it, right? So I was like, seeing the name on the side, and had the name of the grower, so I rang him up. And he was like, what's going on? I was like, I need peppermint. And he was like, well, we have loads of peppermint. So we shot up and we bought, like, came back with ton bags of it. And I had this distillation equipment. So we started testing it. And like, it was just crazy, because we started getting this oil, but it wasn't the right oil, because it was actually, the peppermint is meant to preparata, so it's a species.
Right.
So we had this peppermint that wasn't that. So we couldn't get the nice smelling oil. It was like burning.
Amazing that you had the, you know, insight to go and become this oil king, as I'm jokingly calling you. You know, that you know, I didn't even know that, and I've been a beauty journalist for years. I didn't realise that all the oil coming in has been bought from somewhere else, repackaged. But you are the first person to grow your own ingredients, distill and make the oil. Yeah,
so we were making the peppermint, but not everyone likes peppermint, so we're having to get, like, it happened coming up to Christmas, someone was on about frankincense, and just on a whim I was like, can I get this resin? Cause
I love the smell of frankincense.
Yeah, it's baby Jesus must have. Yeah, coming up to winter, you gotta have it. But that's what it was. So someone was like on about, and here's me. Yeah, we can do that. So ringing up around, and then somehow I got in touch with someone in the UN, and they were like,
yeah, as you do.
Yeah.
Are you manifesting these things in or something?
I think so. But anyway, chatting, and we're like, can you get me frankincense fair trade? Because like there was a bit like argy-bargy with frankincense, and people were shot at, and families ruined in Somaliland, so I was like, it's kind of conflict. So UN, there was a woman helped me, Sarah is her name, and she and her family had the only one that actually had a cert saying people getting paid well, and was part of the co-op. So I got the resin from them, we started testing it, and before we knew it, like, there was this baby Jesus must have frankincense everywhere.
But I love that you're in Dublin and you're realising, you know, we need to get our own oils, you know, high quality, and you're doing it all from Dublin. And now, how many years later, 4 years later, you have a whole range of oils and roller bowls and your diffuser, which I'm totally in love with. I have the black one myself, and I know I should be talking about the oils, but I love the look of the black one in my sitting room, because I've been doing a little bit of, as we've all been doing in the last year, home decor and everything. But can you just tell me, just to focus on the blends for a minute, what oil, actually talking about, we're all working from home a lot, and everyone here watching today is on a Zoom. So is there a particular oil that, or a roller bowl or something that you have that helps us to focus a little bit?
Yeah, so we'd have a blend, Pure Focus, excuse the
pun.
Yeah, so it's on the label, but that would have peppermint and rosemary, and they're both great for getting you concentrating, breathing in more. Some circulation here won't burn the eyes because it's watered down.
Okay.
Well, it's oiled down, you could say, not watered, but you can't be putting pure oil on your face now.
So that's why you have the roller bowls here.
Yeah.
So you've mixed up the blend already, so that
we
people don't
pre-made
have to use the different, different ones. You've done it yourself.
Yeah, we use a special blender. It's a high shear blender, so you pull it in loads, and it fuses it better together. So the oil isn't sitting at the top, or sometimes it's like they top load a bottle, you could say, where they put in and it's sitting at the top and it smells strong, and then a week or two later there's no smell left.
Oh wow. And you were telling me as well, and I hadn't seen this before, this is completely different glass that you're using in the roller bowl one as well.
So we use a special foilet glass because the amber glass isn't good for preserving it, and the light can get in and it causes oxidation.
Wow.
So it won't be any use to you in 6 months' time.
So this is the deluxe bottle as well. Oh, I love that. So actually Danielle, who is our, Danielle Collins, who's doing our Facial Yoga Masterclass, will be talking us through all the different blends as well. Okay, I know it's a hard thing to ask you. It's like your favourite child or favourite sibling. What is your favourite go-to oil blend?
It'd have to be peppermint because I do a lot of training and sea swimming, and I have lazy lung, you could say, where you're, where you just shallow breathe. So I'd be like, lots of peppermint oil in the morning.
That opens up the lungs then, does it?
It gets it in. So.
Okay, yes, I can do that. Okay, I need some of that then. Okay. And then just everyday life, for people that aren't familiar with essential oils, how can they incorporate them into their lives?
Well, it's part of your wellness ritual. So it's in the pursuit of good health, wellness means. So you want to have like citrus or peppermint in the morning, midday, and you want the floral oils in the evening, but try not to mix the nighttime oil with the daytime oil.
Ooh, okay.
So you don't want to be putting lavender in at midday to calm you down. You want something citrusy because you don't want to be getting tired then, and that's just going to get you more annoyed because you're getting sleepy, Because it's like the sense of smell is unbelievable. Like it's such a memory trigger, isn't it? I think I read before that where, all the different components in your brain, it's questionable whether I have them all, but the memory and the sense of smell, the olfactory, they're very near each other. So that's why the sense of smell is such a memory trigger, isn't it? And that's why, we need to use, essential oils like this just to, invigorate our lives. They're related to a part of your brain called the amygdala. I think I pronounced it right. So it's kind of happy release hormone.
Ooh, yes, I'm into that. Go on.
Well, actually, if it develops at a young age.
Okay.
So if you're having lots of stress from a younger age, it actually doesn't work as well. So oils can and sometimes do help. Just when you smell a cut grass, or if you have a grandparent that had the spicy lavender as a fragrance and you smell it, it'll bring you back.
I love that. And just on lavender, we were talking about this earlier. I was saying I love lavender at night time. But I picked up a really good tip from Karl. Sometimes you can overdose on lavender, that if you use too much, it actually has the opposite effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's kind of your body's waking up to break it down to get rid of it, so your metabolism, you're starting to, get the sweats almost.
Right, okay. Well, that might be a good thing for me after summer in West Cork. Okay, I could talk to you all day long. You're absolutely amazing, Karl, honestly. And, 4 years in and you have developed all these amazing products. Actually, what do you have coming down the line? Can you tell us anything about what's coming up in the future?
Sexy smells are coming up, so...
Maybe we can we have another 5 minutes to talk about sexy smells, please?
So we're developing actually a diffuser range.
Is sex suddenly back? Okay, go on.
Well, we hope so, but so we're developing different smells that are kind of like aftershave-y perfume, but real like Tom Fordy, you could say. It's gonna be, but you won't have to burn them. You just put them in the diffuser
and sit at home and manifest this person. Oh wow! So they're going to be, blends to put in the diffuser then.
Yeah, they're going to be candle smells for the diffuser, but the sexy candle smells, so there's no chance of you burning your car or smoking up the wall or doing anything.
Well, it's not a funny thing. I feel like I've gone off candles in the last while. I'm way more into it, and I'm not just saying this for your benefit here. You
got hush oil, of course.
Yeah. No. I absolutely am into, because it's the, they're burning and then they're even to the wick and all that, where you just plug this in and you have this and it looks good as well on Instagram, which is what we're all into at the moment. Okay, I'm going to have to cut you off there because we might get a little bit more chat at the end. We have Danielle Collins waiting in. We're going to go live to, where are you, Danielle? Are you coming to us live from the Hollywood Hills, or where are you at the moment?
I'm in Bath in the UK, so no Hollywood, unfortunately, just cloudy skies.
Oh dear. Well, hopefully Karl will manifest some beautiful. Actually, it's actually getting brighter here now. Can you believe this? I was talking to Karl about how he's amazing at just, building a brand, starting off and, envisioning something and making it happen. But today you are going to do a facial yoga masterclass because you are well known not only on Instagram, you are what is your website? faceyogaexpert.com. You can be found on This Morning, on all the various magazines, Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. And you are going to take us through an amazing, really, is it invigorating or relaxing you're going to? What kind of a masterclass are you going to do with us, Danielle?
I feel like we're going to focus a lot on relaxation, but I'm hoping by the end of it, your energy levels will be boosted as well, and also your skin will look and feel glowing.
Actually, there's the thing. I read a report recently, am I right in saying this, that if you do yoga for 3 weeks, that you will look at least a year younger? Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, so there was a study I did with the BBC, and there was a doctor that did it. Funnily enough, he was a twin, and his twin did one of the twins did face yoga, and the other one went and got a vampire facial. And the one that did face yoga for 4 weeks, every day he did a little bit of my face yoga. It was shown on a high-tech skin machine that he looked 1 year younger. And interestingly, the twin that went to get the vampire facial, the machine showed that he'd aged by 2 years.
What an interesting study. I love it. Now, can I tell you, if we're talking about aging, and I know you're saying how beneficial yoga is, what about if you've had loads of Botox in your face and you can't do the facial yoga? What would you say? Because I know I myself get a little bit of Botox, get filler. Haven't had it done now all summer, so I'm quite stretchy. But if anyone that's watching has had Botox or filler, what would be your advice to them?
Sure. So if you've had Botox or filler within the last 2 to 4 weeks, I would avoid doing any vigorous massage or exercise on that area. If you've had it quite a while ago, like you have, you should be fine to do face yoga. And actually, there are techniques I'm going to teach you, for example, which really help to relax the muscle in the forehead. So natural forms of Botox. So they really help to enhance what you may have done.
Okay. Without further ado, I know you're going to tell us all about how aromatherapy oils and essential oils are so beneficial when you're doing your facial yoga. So I'll let you take it away there, and I'm ready to, come on, Karl. Off you go, Danielle.
Well, a warm welcome everyone to the face yoga class. So we're going to focus on 5 main areas of face yoga today. So we're going to be doing some facial exercise, some facial massage. We're going to be doing some aromatherapy. Oh, can you hear me, guys? Sorry, I can just hear you guys talking in the background. Can you hear me now? Yes, okay, great. I'm going to carry on. The third area we're going to do is some acupressure. We're going to be doing some relaxation and some wellness tips. So what I want you to do, if you have the unwind lens here, please just place that onto your wrist. Just pop it onto your wrist, and you can ideally just put a little bit onto your pulse points just on your neck area too. So just rub it in a little bit, just rub it in pulse points. This is really going to help with the relaxation. Now, the reason I love using this unwind blend is because it has a lot of lavender in it, it has chamomile, it has bergamot, ylang ylang. So all of these blends are really going to help enhance the relaxation benefits of face yoga, and I'll talk more about those benefits as we go through. So just placing the feet flat on the floor now, you can just close the eyes and let's just focus on our breath. So I want you to just breathe in through the nose and just breathe out through the nose. Nice and gently breathing in and breathing out. And then I want to just ask you to rub your hands together. So really just rubbing the hands together, build up some energy and some warmth. And this is how we're going to start to get some of those aromatherapy benefits straight away into our face yoga. So I want you to just lightly place your hand just a little bit away from your face. And I want you to breathe in that gorgeous blend. So really feel how it starts to relax your mind. And as you do this, I just want you to tune in to how your face is feeling in this moment. So notice any areas which might feel tight or tense, any areas where you may not feel anything at all, any areas which may feel relaxed. Just take a mental note. We're going to revisit this again at the end. So keep that breathing going when you're ready, and we're going to start with our first technique. So we're just going to close our eyes again, take all of our fingers and just move across gently. So this is a lovely massage just to start our face yoga. So nice and gently working across. Now what this is doing is this is relaxing your frontalis muscle. So this is the big muscle at the front of the forehead that we tend to hold a lot of tension in. And this is one of the big reasons many people decide to go for Botox, because they've over-raised the eyebrows a lot, overused that muscle. So face yoga is really encouraging us just to relax this muscle. So use your breath still, and also as you massage here, so ideally you want clean hands whilst you do this. If you've got makeup on, don't worry, but if you're doing this at home, please do try and have a clean face and apply a little bit of serum or oil or moisturizer as you do it. So we're boosting the blood circulation as well. Now, each of the techniques I'm going to teach you today, if you want to do them after the class, they take about 1 minute each. So that's your general guide. So let's just work our index fingers and just massage between the eyebrows. So this is very good if you get number 11 lines between the eyebrows. Very good if you hold a lot of stress or tension in that muscle. And we're really softening any current lines here, and we're just reducing, preventing any new lines coming up here. So try and breathe deeply again here. Close your eyes for a moment and just breathe in that beautiful aromatherapy, and particularly the lavender I find incredibly calming. So if you find it difficult to sleep, do this technique between the eyebrows, pop the unwind on your wrist, and just breathe. And for 1 minute, this will really help you fall asleep. And whilst we're working on this muscle here, I want you to just place your index finger just between the eyebrows. So just focus on your breath. This is an acupressure point here. This one's renowned for helping to calm the mind. Again, it will soften any number 11 lines between the eyebrows. And you can just do a little massage in one direction, breathing here, and a little massage in the other direction. Wonderful. Okay, so let's move on to our eye area. So really good one if you suffer from puffiness under the eyes, dark circles, particularly good one to do in the morning. So you're going to take your ring finger. If you find this tricky, use your index finger, but we like using the ring finger because we just go a little bit gentler. Now we want to go gentle underneath the eyes because that area is so thin. The skin under the eyes about 10 times thinner than the skin on the rest of the face. So you want to go really, really gently. Keep going with your breath here, and we're really working with that lymphatic drainage. We're helping to drain any toxins. It's almost like turning on a little tap here and then draining it down the sink as you come to here. So that's what you want to think about it like when you're doing your lymphatic drainage. And again, about 1 minute for this technique. Breathe again here. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. So many benefits of calming the mind here. Just feel that lovely aromatherapy from your unwind oil. And then you're just going to do another acupressure point just here, the inner corners of the eyes. A great one if you struggle to get to sleep. Very good if you get eye strain, eye tension or anxiety, a very renowned point. My method is very much a combination of techniques that have been used for thousands of years in Chinese medicine, in Ayurveda, in Japan, and also modern research. So you can do a little bit of circling there as well. So I really look into the science of the face, how our muscles are composed, the skin, the lymphatic system. You can go just the other way as well. So that's really where I combine my method, and I try it all the time on real people. When I designed this 16 or 17 years ago now, one of the best ways of honing my techniques I found was really working with real people and getting those before and after pictures. So if you are going to do face yoga regularly, I would definitely say take before and after pictures every week. Really track your progress with it. Okay, so we're going to do one now, a little bit more of a comedy one, so don't worry if you laugh with this one, but this one is fantastic if you suffer from hollows under the eyes, if you want to lift the eyebrows a little bit, but also working around the mouth. So we're making an O shape, we're wrapping our lips around the teeth, placing our 2 index fingers just gently underneath the eyes, we're looking up slightly and we're fluttering the upper eyelids. And I want you to keep that going for about 30 seconds. So don't worry if you're laughing with this one. Keep making that O shape. Keep wrapping the lips around the teeth. We're all doing this from home, so don't worry, no one can see you doing it. Really feel that working. Keep that going about another 10 seconds now. And again, breathe deeply. And I always find with these beautiful oils, particularly this unwind one, as I smell at different points, it's almost like different scents come out. So I've really smelt there the Roman chamomile. It really came in strong there. So that's really beautiful. Okay, relax your hands back down now. And we are going to go on to our cheek area. So really working with the facial exercise part of face yoga. So we're working with lifting and toning a lot of the muscles underneath the skin. So what I want you to do is puff your cheeks out full of air. You'll need to breathe in and out through your nose with this one. And then I want you to transfer the air from cheek to cheek. Now, as you do this, you may find little lines are created around the lips. If so, use your fingers to just smooth and tauten the skin there. So let's do that together now. Puff our cheeks out. Start to transfer and bring your hand into position. And we'll do that for about 30 seconds. Keep that going. Keep your deep breathing going here. Really feel those facial muscles working. I have to stop while I talk to you with this one, but I want you to keep going. Keep your feet grounded on the floor. And as you do this, think about your posture too. Really try and lengthen everything up. Really pull up through the top of the head. Imagine there's a string going up to the ceiling. Posture really helps our face, particularly our lower face. Keep breathing, just 10 more seconds of this one. And then slowly just relaxing your mouth now. Okay, so we're going to do one which is very good for toning the whole of the lower face. So I want you to make an O shape with your mouth and go from that O shape to a smile shape and back again. And keep that going, but keep wrapping your lips around your teeth. It's a great facial exercise for lifting and firming the lower face. So we'll do that for part 1 and I'll show you part 2 in a moment. So we're going, good, keeping that going nice and gently. And part 2, placing your index finger here, just onto your chin. And we're just going to scoop our jaw backwards now. Coming back. And coming back down. And taking that one more time, scooping back. And back down. You should really feel that working in the lower face. So we're moving down towards our neck area now. We're going to do a really good one which helps to tone up the area underneath the chin. Very good for reducing turkey neck, double chin area. So we're going to tilt our head back, bring our lips together, bring the tip of the tongue up and down towards the roof of the mouth, about a rate of 1 per second. You should feel it here underneath the chin. And remember your breathing here. If you've got your diffuser going, breathe in the aromatherapy from that diffuser. We really feel it working there underneath the chin. Keep breathing, breathe in that lovely scent. I'm using the floral blend today from Kotanicals, which is just gorgeous. Really feel that working. Now relax your shoulders down and back a little bit as you do this. Good, we're going to do about 10 more seconds. Now if you're doing this at home, remember you can do this for up to 1 minute. And then we're going to slowly come back down. Okay, so we've got 2 more techniques to do before we finish now. So we're just going to take our head now and we're going to tilt our head. We're going to stick our tongue out slightly and bring your tongue towards the direction of your nose. And hold there now. I want you to hold for 20 seconds. You'll feel this working with lifting through the neck, lifting the lower face. Beautiful. Let's come to the other side. Let's turn, let's tilt, let's stick the tongue out, bring it towards the nose. Breathing deeply. Again, breathe in aromatherapy from your diffuser. Facial yoga works so beautifully with essential oils. So come back to center. And it's actually a good reminder, whenever you're doing a face yoga, pop your diffuser on, and whenever you're using diffuser, do some face yoga. I'll remind you to do both. Okay, so we're going to do our final technique. We're taking all of our fingers now and we're going to tap. Now this is just beautiful, particularly if you've got a skincare product on, just letting the product go deeper into the skin. It's also going to relax any tension. We're working with the circulation here. This final technique is also so beautiful just for helping to boost the circulation. So you're going to look great for the rest of the day. We're going to come underneath our eyes. We're going to be coming all the way over our forehead area. And then what I want you to do is just rub your hands together again. Build up that warmth, build up that energy now. Really just enjoying that. And just very gently bring your hands over your face again. I want you to breathe in that gorgeous unwind oil. And I want you to tune back into your face. How is your face feeling now? Notice now. Notice any areas that feel different from the beginning. You may feel like they've had a good workout. They may feel more energized, more relaxed. And take one final deep breath now. Just a deep breath in and a long, deep breath out, and try and stay with that lovely, calm feeling for the rest of the day. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure to teach face yoga to you. You can find me on Instagram at Face Yoga Expert, and my website's faceyogaexpert.com. Thank you.
Sorry, I was so zoned out there. Thank you so much, Danielle. You are amazing. I learned so much from that, and I'm going to be going home and doing it on my children, my husband, everyone. So thank you so much. We really thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you. Now, we have a few quick questions for you, Karl, and we've been running over time, so these are going to be, again, really quick off the mark. So, best oil blend for invigorating people. Somebody here says they're going back to work and they've got kind of the Monday blues. What's the best thing?
Well, when you're getting back into work now in the office and all, you want to be using pure focus roll on, so pull it here, and off you go into your day. Attack the day. Okay,
attack the day. I love it. Okay, somebody here said that they have pets in the house. Is there anything you shouldn't put in a diffuser if you've pets in the house?
Tea tree and eucalyptus. The big reason is not them smelling, it's the problem. If it lands on their paw, they lick it. It's ingestion's the big issue, not so much the smell. It's them licking, pawing.
Oh gosh, I didn't know that. That's a really interesting one. And then finally, somebody wants to know, where are the products available from?
Kotanical.ie.
Kotanical.ie. And actually, I saw on your website that Reusey as well.
Reusey, fairly. The kind has oils, but I don't think they have Kotanical oils.
Okay, I love Pat and Reusey, sorry.
Pat,
and so Kotanical.ie. And if people need to follow you, you're on Instagram at
Kotanical.ie.
There you go. So thank you so much for joining us. I could have stayed here all day doing the yoga, talking to Karl, but sadly we have to go forth and face into the weekend. Is it still summertime? Yes, it is. Thank you so much for joining us, and hope to see you all soon. Bye bye.